Now I know what year is it? 2024. But I gotta level with you people. I gotta level with you, you know. I gotta level with you on Curse Shantae, right? Curse Shantae, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. This is so awesome. To me, this is like, do you remember the first time you played Shadow of the Colossus and you beat Shadow of the Colossus and then Famito decided you to leak his other ideas? This is exactly what this is like, but this is even better. I want to say better. It's hard to say better, but I would say it's like that, you know. It's just like that kind of. And I just can't believe there's a tail here. Do you see how there's a tail right there? That tail is so disgusting. Let me tell you, the tail has a completion, like has another step by step to it. So I looked at this tail, and it just got me looking at this more and more. Thank gosh this is a half, so when I cut it here, I've shown you one of these before. So thank gosh when I cut it off like right here, you still get that, which is good. Most of this is Mario 64, but the tail is evil. The tail might be used for a ghost for Mario 64, but what's evil about the tail is it's kind of like, this is BP. This is like some BP stuff for a mouth. So BP is a mouth, right? But I gotta tell you, this picture is pretty crazy. First of all, you know, when you could cut this out too. See what I'm saying? This is a very creepy thing. You can actually cut this out. But that's a complex one to talk about, right? But you can cut it out like right there. We're going to show you how creepy this photo is. You know, what creepy photos do so well, or like dark images, they do this thing that I've noticed. I've had to study a lot on it, where they just keep being creepy and creepier and creepier the more and more you look at it. See this right here? This is a highlight. These two right here, these are highlights. And I like I don't know about this one. This one I could go with like melons. So you could say melons next to Mario 64. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's this whole video to me is kind of like a exciting video, but it's kind of like one of those challenging videos, you know, like a video that's just full of challenges. So it's kind of like a wow, ow, you know. This one right here is cool to look at for grower. So riser, grower. I don't know why the heck is choosing to choose this shape, but that's the creepy thing about it. Why I would choose this shape. And if you look over here, and if you have some kind of imagination, female Ray, right? Female Ray, and this is showing you like Ray as a Mario 64, which is pretty messed up. I also need to look back at, the dang Mechonis. They're one of my favorite enemy types in video games, too, by the way. They're a pretty good enemy type. Xenoblade X's enemy types are good, too. But, like, you know, you just like the introduction that they were very grindy and, you know. This one right here is another confusing one. It's like it's just filling the eye with a BP. So BP's filling the eye, but it shouldn't be filled. See, this should just be a hole. Okay, so this is just supposed to be a hole. That's why this is all Mario 64 right here, and this has a BP here. And BP is showing its eye can make another creepy Mario 64 face. So I don't understand what the heck BP is supposed to be in Shadow of the Colossus. All I know is that BP is very, very powerful. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that BP is basically like a deity or an overlord. And that explains, believe it or not, that explains a lot of things for you in Erdtree. And you have to be very patient on Erdtree. When I say something in Erdtree, like I talk about Midra, when I actually want to speak and talk about Midra, I'm telling you for not me being satisfied, or me being like, oh my gosh, my life's so awesome. No, I tell you about Midra by. It's so dang confusing. I tell you Midra just that Midra is very disturbing, and Midra just had my attention. That was the thing. The whole thing was Midra was to draw out an attention out of me, to be like, oh, okay, I know what this is. And also, it makes you respect the insect boss more. And I love the insect boss. See, here's the thing. It does not need to be difficult. And that's the problem that people are not seeing. Some are seeing, but not all. There is actually somebody that likes the insect boss in Erdtree. But like some people are just not seeing it. Difficulty does not matter in video games, okay? So like when you're trying to think about video games, they kind of like to make they like to be a very creepy person. They just like to be a very like a rapist or something. They like to be like a rapist. It's like being a rapist, but you're not a rapist, and just like being like, oh, you beat the boss, but the boss actually beat you because the boss had a bunch of crazy things going on. This one is a good one. You can pay attention to this one. This is a 1-2. This is more of the bird and side order. And the bird and side order are very haunted. And that's why this has to be here. Okay. Don't forget about Miquella's feet. That was one of my favorite things that they were showing off, is like the way like Miquella was just walking around in Erdtree. This is good. Tries are always good. I told you this photo is one of those photos where you're going to get so much information. It's going to be very like, oh my gosh, dude, I am so lost right now. You're going to feel, that's the good thing. You're going to feel the immersion of feeling lost. So messed up, dude. This is just pimpalicious, dude. I don't know. This is like, what the heck? This one right here. Let's see if we can try and remember what this one's about. Oh yeah, this one might have it around here. Actually, it might be somewhere else. I gotta look at my camera again. There is a lot of weird things that are tiny, and that's what's so crazy, is using the ability of tiny. Even when you have a sticky note, kind of like an idea, to where I need to go in this, there's still like puzzle. It doesn't really like showing the creeps. It's kind of like one of that thing. It's like, I don't really want to. Just takes a bit of time too. That's why I know it's just like one of these. Look how much jerks they are. See, this is them being evil jerk offs right here. Do you see this? 1, 2, a swirl. You know what I'm saying? Like a swirl. But I'm looking for something else, of course. They still got basically a drooler, like a drooler stare. But I'm looking for, and it's so hard to tell if there is any shapes right there. It looks like there is some shapes there. They really like this effect that they worked on in Shadow of Colossus that I remember of. They like the effect of Shadow of Colossus as much as they like the Mario 64 stuff. They also like the Shadow of Colossus stuff, because the Shadow of Colossus stuff, I guess, using the component color of white, just like a pastel of white to like fill up So basically, they can fill up stuff and fill up things they don't want to be seen by the human eye, that kind of thing. Is it up here? I think it's up here too, by the way. I might see it now. No, it was somewhere else. Jeez, this is so crazy. I like the aura. I like the emotion right here from that one. Okay. I showed so much Xenoblade X stuff also. But like, I like the aura that this one is. Yeah, this one does have good aura. Thank gosh. This is a highlight. Okay, so this is mouth being tricky. Using the power of a mouth to be tricky. This one's good too. Why do they just have to look so demented, right? That's the thing. I don't get it why all these Shadow of Colossus and Mario 64 secret creatures are so, like, powerful. You know what I'm saying? I get why they're powerful, but, like, I just don't get, like, how they're so... They're ahead of their time masterpieces, too, by the way. That's the whole problem. See, the whole problem behind them is that they never want to be shown at 100%, but they want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? They want to be, like, seen visually. And they also, like... It's to let you know how powerful something actually can be. Versus you thinking it can't be powerful, but it's to let you know how something things are. This is a very good example. See down here, that's a very good example. I like that example. I also like how it has a little bit of a hint of Shadow of Colossus. It's not just primarily Mario 64. I would mostly go to the Mario 64 route, but with the outer shade that they're doing, they're also talking about the side and the SOTC stuff I'm looking for. So, yeah, they're very, like, beyond what a video game is, They're like... You could definitely say they have that presence of just a whole entire new scripture of learning, like a scripture. Yeah, they are definitely like that. That's exactly what they're like. This one's cool to see always right here. See this one right here? 1, 2. For side, I'll cut it off. Okay. I'm looking for something that's going to disturb you, but it's a very hard one to find. It's not like an easy thing. It likes to blend in with colors and do all kinds of stupid stuff. It's so... but it's like, it's not stupid. It just makes you feel dumb. Oh, it might be actually around here, hopefully. I don't know if it is, though. Oh, wow, this one's good, too. I like this one. See how this one looks? I do remember, I think this one was a hole. There was a hole somewhere. I also got to remember where the other holes are. The holes are very... Yeah, this one's... I know the uni stuff is crazy also, right? I know, like, you get, like, the whole tension of what the heck is uni doing, right? Raise like a stab, like it looks like a scythe, of course, too. And that's the point, though, because the scythe is a sharp blade, the feet are sharp. Shadow of Colossus' feet are sharp. And Wanderer is such an idiot. Man, he is so stupid. He can't fight anything he's fighting. What the heck is that? I always wonder. Gotta look at this closely, though. Oh, wow. That's why I gave it a second look. It's giving emotion. That's good emotion. It's a Mario 64. That's good enough. It's right here. 1, 2. This one's one that needs a zoom on it. Shadows are crazy. There's different kinds of shadows in Shadow of the Colossus. Of course, they're going to call the game Shadow to just be like, haha, guys, it's Shadow of the Colossus. That kind of thing. Ooh, cool. That's a surprise face. Ishtar.